It's another Sunday, therefore that means it's streaming time. Maybe. Now, every week there's some conundrum. This time, when I started the stream, it said, streaming's not available right now. So, who knows? Who knows what that could possibly mean? But if I can see I've got the stream open on my phone, so at the very least I can stream to myself. So that's something, I guess. I've got my water, I've got my pen, I've got my science notes over here on Pokemon that we have been making over the course of this Pokemon adventure. Now, remember last week we didn't. Well, we achieved a reasonable amount. Right? We beat the second gym, Vega, which means you no longer have to watch me try and sneak through that second gym anymore, and hopefully no future gyms will have any stealth-like sections on it, because that, I think, would be unwanted by all. And then straight after that was another boss battle against one of the what are they called? The Assassin's Creed people, the bad guys, right? So we have not actually progressed the story, really, other than beating the second gym. So hopefully now there is an error on the streaming thing. Stream status, poor. Well, I don't know what to do about that. It seems to be working, so I will say that it's working. And if it's not working, hopefully someone can say as much. So we are going to try and progress our Pokemon adventures beyond this next boss fight to actually make some level of progress. Here we are back again. We are still in Crater Town because of course we are. We also caught some more Pokemon last time. So let's have an update. So we've got an Arbok, probably the most recent big addition to the team. We caught what's the one called before? Ekans. We caught an Ekans 2 episodes ago, and then last time leveled up to Arbok. Now Spheal is supposed to level up at level 32. So hopefully we'll get to that. Now there was also some discourse last time as to whether or not we had the cut TM to cut down trees as we explore the world. And I have not done any research on that in the past week, so I still don't know whether we've got the cut ability or not. Anyway, let's head out. Let's head back into Route 5. It's a reasonably good grinding spot, I think, to see what's what with our Pokemon and get some more XP and hopefully be better off at fighting. We'll do one round of this, pop back to the Pokemon Center in case we take any significant damage, and then see if we can go beat the... because it's 2 boss fights. It's like Ornstein and Smough from Dark Souls 1. Except it's one after the other. So actually nothing like that at all. It's more like... I think an Elden Ring boss where you fight one and then... any 2-stage boss fight in any of the Souls games, I suppose. You know, where you fight one thing and then immediately after have to fight it again but stronger. But in this case it's 2 different people. Then we'll have to deal with this again because, as usual, Pokemon can't learn more than 4 moves, so we have to decide what's best. A 5-turn rolling attack that becomes stronger each time it rolls. So it's just like the rolling attack that Spheal has or had. I quite like Bergmite as he is. Stop learning Ice Ball, yes. Right, well, let's just see how we fare against the boss fight, shall we? We'll probably have to do a fight on the way, and here we are, doing touch that. What I want to do is fight some Pokemon that are like in their 20s. So I feel like that's, you know, going to give us more XP. Anyway, let's pop down. The boss fight is right at the bottom of Crater Town. So let's give that a crack. A whirl. Poliwhirl, some might say. Here we go. So we've already seen this cutscene. This was at the end of last time. So we fight the guy in purple, and then we fight the Riddler and his big goat that he does a magic spell on, and who gets goat armor. Let's beat this chappie first. Now, last time that went reasonably well, so fingers crossed it will do as such this time. At least I'm remembering it going reasonably well. Maybe I'm very wrong. You say Sphere can no longer escape, but we can't escape anyway, so... Brian did a reasonable amount of damage in it. Yeah, I don't want to do something too powerful because I know that there's a risk of me hurting my... Oh my lord. Well, that's the end of Sphere, killed by the poison. Yeah. So maybe it didn't go that well last time. We will use Arbok because you should have some degree of poison resistance, I think. Oh, and you're actually super effective. So... I do like this music though. And this is the first stream, proper stream, since the Fallout video came out. I think the last stream, the Fallout, oh my lord, Fallout video had just come out, whereas it's been a week removed from it, and it's doing pretty well. So I'd like to thank anyone who's watching this, whether that be live or not. Thank you for watching it. Worked hard on it. I think I sort of fine-tuned how I want the videos to look. So at the very least, the format will stay the same for a while. So I know at the beginning, I was in them, doing sort of PowerPoint presentations. Then I got rid of me and replaced me with an arrow and a bell. But now we have got rid of both of those things and just have nice fading in and out images. So hopefully, damn. Well, at least Pumpkaboo got some XP for killing previous one. Oh man, I do feel sorry for you, for the people that watch these, because just watching me be utterly abysmal at Pokemon week after week. Now, if I remember correctly from last time, this is a huge cat. Yeah, the cat sprite is very large. Now, I like turn-based RPGs. You know, we had a conversation about Final Fantasy a while ago. I do have a feeling I'm just terrible at them. I know Final Fantasy 12 isn't quite turn-based, but really struggling with that though. I've been trying to complete the bestiary for the 100%. Doing terribly. Well, there's some Pokemon that are resistant to sleep. Like, what's his name? The fat one that sleeps a lot. He must be resistant to sleep. Ooh. It is a tad annoying that you can't run away from the boss fights because, well, it's like Final Fantasy 12 again, in that you have a party of 6 people, and well, there we go. We didn't even get to the second guy this time, so maybe last time it didn't go that well against. Why are we giving this guy money? We were kidnapped. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, we were exhausted, very sad. Back to Final Fantasy 12. So you have a party of 6, but you're the actual like active party members. You can only have 3 at once. No, we're not going to lower difficulty. So you have every time they die in battle, all 3 of them, you have to then pick, or any of them really. You can pick from the remaining 3. It's just a bit frustrating, and sometimes you don't want to pick the other 3, unless of course there's a bit in the menu I don't know. But you know, there are times where I just want to leave the battle and restart rather than you know, keep struggling on with the people that are not going to be that good. That's why they weren't in the party in the first place. See if we can use this expressway to find. We run up the dirt, we can chance of fighting Pokemon, which is good. But maybe see, level 19. We might be able to use the roads to travel to a different area with higher level Pokemon. But don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on anything I say about Pokemon. Terrible at it, as we have well understood. Thinking earlier today about Pokemon games and why they didn't introduce the Pokemon saying their name. I understand why maybe not in this era of Pokemon games, you know, computing power of the Nintendo DS and whatnot, but on the Switch, in the Switch 2, you would have thought they could make the Pokemon say their names like in the show. Rather than just making weird animal noises. Just wonder why they never did that. Because surely the Pokemon Company must have some. I don't know what the relationship between Game Freak and the Pokemon Company is. I presume the Pokemon Company are like, we want this in our next Pokemon game, please. Now you go ahead and make it. And they've never said, in the show, you know, the Pokemon speak. Can you do that too? Or maybe they're just like, well, the games sell enough, so why bother putting any effort? Which might explain how the Pokemon games nowadays look and run. Right, we're getting some XP. At the very least. It bothers me. I've said this I think every stream that every time I ever use confused, it never had any effect. You know, in terms of, the other opponent would get confused, but they would never hurt themselves. And yet every time I'm confused, this is what is happening. Right, I'm actually going to... There we go. It's super effective. Now, I don't know whether to go back to the Pokemon Center, because Steel is supposedly levels up at level 32. So we should probably keep Steel alive. Like going to the Pokemon Center, healing him up. I suppose I could use potions, but I've got such a limited amount of those. Whereas the Poké Center is free, and not this way. Excuse me. It's this way. The only downside is I have to go through this every time. Excuse me. See, I don't know if it's more worthwhile to just run around the grasslands. I feel like there are more Pokemon battles there. And the XP that I'm getting, the level of the Pokemon is not that different. But the map here doesn't really tell me where the bits of the expressway go. So I could be going on the expressway to areas with weaker Pokemon rather than stronger ones. So that's it. That's probably the goal for today. I've had this on about the cut. We're going to try and level up our Pokemon as before. Try and beat that boss fight, and then figure out if or not, whether or not we have the cut TM. HM? I don't know. Now let's see if I can figure out how to fix this error. Oh, I don't want it to go like that. Right, let's put you there. Probably not a good idea to mess with the settings whilst the stream is active. Especially trying to do something I have no idea what I am doing. No, can't figure it out just from a brief look, so we will just go back to the game. Because to be honest, I don't remember setting up what the resolution of the stream is at. I just left it the same. Oh, Pumpkaboo leveled up. Now, I'm also not entirely sure if my Pokemon level up when they are... Not level up, evolve when they are in the wider party. These are all things I really should be looking up in the weeks between episodes, but can't be bothered. Also, it's been exceptionally busy in the lab at the moment. We've got undergraduate students. They're very nice. It's very time consuming. So Golbat leveled up, good. Oh, Golbat's evolving. Well, this answers my question. Yes, they do evolve if they are not actively being used. They're just being in the party. But I was quite surprised that this is happening so soon. Crobat, yay! The 3rd tier evolution of Zubat. Can't learn more than 4 moves. We still have to deal with that, even with a 3rd tier of Pokemon. Well, let's have a look and see what this... move my mouse out of the way. Let's see what this cross poison does. An attack with a high critical hit ratio may also poison the foe. I'll swap it for that. 1, 2, 3, poof! Crobat forgot Supersonic and learned Cross Poison. It would have been good if at least, getting a 3rd tier Pokemon that you could have 5 moves. Then I guess that would ruin the menus. So we are getting stronger for our fight against the Assassin's Creed people and their boss and their big goat Pokemon that they have. See, now the Pokemon are getting weaker. This one's level 15. Only got 73 XP for that. Ooh, stuck on a tree. Is it just this area of grass that's got slightly stronger Pokemon in it? The only good thing about fighting here is that the Pokemon the enemy Pokemon, opponent Pokemon, they're not really enemies, are they? Do not that much damage. But then I don't get much XP from them. To do with a trial mode, like in, unsurprisingly, Final Fantasy XII. These ones are only level 16. It's a good place for getting license points, which is the points you need to be able to equip certain skills and also get more health for your party members. Don't know why sometimes I go first and sometimes the opponent goes first. So many things I don't understand. These poor Bunnelbees will be extinct by the time I'm done. We're nearly level 31. We just cycle around here, stuck on a rock. I went to see Send Help last night, Sam Raimi's new film. It's very enjoyable. Different than what I expected it to be, but not in a bad way. Yes, unsurprisingly. How about, here's a good idea. Oh, it's only got 5, which suggests it must be quite good. Makes the foe use the move in its last use repeatedly for 2 or 6 turns. No, why on earth would I want that? That's very situation dependent, isn't it? Unless, you know, there's an ability out there where the Pokemon just hurts itself constantly. Now, the internet, based on the chat from last stream, says that Sphere levels up at 32, so we will be able to see if that's right. Oh, this Growlithe is level 90. Odor Sleuth. Identified the Sphere. What does that mean? I'm right here in front of you. Is that like Libra in Final Fantasy, where you gain more information? See, here we have a tree. We can... So we don't have a cut. Well, then maybe we do have it and I'm just looking in the wrong place. Today was the first pleasant day in Dundee in a while. We've had a lot of rain recently, but today was pleasant enough that I was able to actually put my laundry outside to dry, which was the first time that's happened in a very, very long time. It'd be good if there was just a sign. Right, will this tell me which is in what direction? Exit C, Crater Town. Yes, I know that. I've just come from there. I just want to see what else there is. Okay, well that's level 20. So maybe this is the place to be. Like, I'm still a high enough level where I can take out the opponents pretty quickly. I'm just getting more XP in return. Oh, we haven't fought one of these before, have we? I also don't know why you can't capture Pokemon that are knocked out, like fainted. Surely that would be much easier with Pokemon trainers. You know, you fight them until they're knocked out, then you just chuck a Pokeball at a lifeless, unconscious Pokemon that's on the ground, rather than trying to catch them when they're alive so they can escape. Say what, we're about a quarter of the way now to level 32. So we've got a Crobat now, which should arguably make us stronger. Against our previous encounter, a boss fight. But we don't... Oh, 133 XP for that. But we'll keep chugging away. Let's go this way. Oh, there's a sign there, actually. I'll beat this Zubat, read the sign, and see if there's a good way to go. Frozen Heights Blizzard City is up. I can't remember are the Pokemon stronger or weaker there. I think that's where we came from. I think that's where we live. What's this way then? Oh, we can't go that way because there's rocks. Oh, it's just annoying when they survive just by a tiny little bit. Oh my goodness. Especially when they can do that in return. Terrible motorbike riding there. Now you'll go to sleep, get all your health back, and just drag this out. Yeah. Making me use twice as much of my energy as necessary, really. No pain, no gain in the quest for XP, right? Problem is now Spheel's going to die. So I'm actually going to swap Spheal out. Because then it will at least gain some... An Everstone? What does that mean? What does that do? I do like Bullet Seed. That was very good. Super effective. Bok leveled up. Let me guess, yeah. This is such a pain. I'm just going to put no, to be honest. Maybe stockpile. How can you need to learn more than 2 moves in one go? What does Swallow do? Energy built up using stockpile. Well, I didn't learn stockpile, so there's no point learning this. Oh my god, no! I don't want to learn anymore. Yeah, let me guess. Does this involve... No. Stop learning split up. Yes, I don't care. Just give me the ability to learn more than 5 moves. 4 moves even. Super effective. We are now over halfway to hopefully getting to Field 2.0, whatever that is. I think it's that white Pokemon that actually looks like a seal, but what do I know? Frozen Heights, that's where we're from, so we don't want to go there. That's where the Pokemon will be very weak. Maybe if I use Brine, it will kill it in one go. There we go. So then we don't have to just wait around. Oh, 197 XP from that one. Anything at the end? No. Sure, this is riveting viewing. Watching someone that's terrible at Pokemon grind away at Pokemon so they can go be terrible at Pokemon in harder battles. But here we are. I think I'm going to sneeze. I can feel a sneeze brewing within. So I will try and mute the mic as I sneeze, as to not deafen you. Unfortunately, Spectre, poor old Spectre the cat, is asleep down there on top of my Python notes. I've been trying to learn Python, the coding language, because I think that might make me a better scientist. But I'm terrible at it. I was terrible at learning real life languages, terrible at learning computer languages as well. Especially as this is an online course, I think it's difficult to, I don't know, maintain some sort of momentum. Especially I've had a lot of time away from the course, like I'm 4 or 5 lectures behind now. I like the course, and I think it's probably of the Python courses I've tried, this is my favourite. But it's just, you know, you miss one, and then you try and then you end up doing something else, like helping these students in the lab. And then you end up missing 2, then you miss 3, 4, 5, it all mounts up. Like I'm still on lecture 4, when I think actually the course itself is all the way up to lecture 5 or 6 maybe. But it's one of my New Year's resolutions to complete this course and then trying to incorporate what I've learnt into no, I don't want that. Oh no. Well, while I'm here, I might as well look and see if cut's there, which I know it isn't, but you never know. I'm going to move you to here, because that way we'll start with Pumpkaboo every time, and that way Spheal can get some XP without having to fight, because it's nearly dead, whilst we make our way back down to the Pokemon Center. But hopefully by the time we get to the Pokemon Center, that'll be enough to level up. Whoop. See, because I was doing quite well at keeping pace with the coding course. Both might level up. Trying to learn recover. Can't learn more than 4 moves. Why? Why is that a rule? Why can't you just... A self-healing move that restores HP by up to half of the maximum user's HP. Well, that's quite good, actually. Especially when you don't want to use a potion. I'll swap it out for this. It would just be good. Oh, and Berg might learn recover. Brilliant. It would just be good if there was a more automated... They just love a menu. I wonder if that's just like Nintendo games in general. You know, Animal Crossing, for example. Loads of menus. My sister used to play a lot of Animal Crossing on the Wii and the DS. Whereas I was more of a PlayStation person, so didn't really... But, you know, I'd play some Animal Crossing every once in a while. Just menus are... And you can't do anything without a menu. I don't need you to move, I need you to shoot seed bullets from your mouth. And hopefully repeat it enough times that it just ends the fight. Got 225 for that. I can't go that way because that's where the rocks are. Well, Pumpkaboo is going to level up soon, so maybe there's an evolution there. Who knows? Certainly not me, but I'm sure someone watching this with considerably more Pokemon experience. Or no, what is about to happen in terms of what Pokemon are going to level up and when. stick with this. Just because there's the off chance you can get, you know, multiple goes at it. Although seemingly it's only good for 2 times. Remember last time we used Pump Kaboo a lot, we got like 4 or 5 goes. And as if on cue, we got that one 4 times. And we leveled up. Don't make me go to that moves. Oh my god. This is, of all the things I dislike about Pokemon games from this one that I have played, it's this. It is this constant, oh, can't learn more than 4 moves. Which move do you want to get rid of? Let's go to this menu. You can't just tell me what the move does. A worrying seed is planted on the foe, making its ability insomnia. My, that's a... Is that... Have I been hit by a Pump Kaboo? That's a... Wow, that's really shining a mirror onto me there. But what does insomnia do? I'll swap it for this scary face, I guess. I'm not using that. Maybe it'll be good. Or at the very least, don't make the learning new abilities as frequent. Make it like every 10 levels or something. Not every other level or so. At least that's what it seems like. You can't go 5 minutes without learning a new ability. Right, let's try this worrying seed. Right, so we've got insomnia now. So we acquired insomnia. But what does insomnia do? Who knows? Well, it may have done something there. It may not have. And there goes my pen. Oh, look, it ended on a chair. I'm a big pen in the mouth kind of person, which I realise is actually quite disgusting, especially when you work in the Salmonella lab. But I do have, you know, I've not got Salmonella. Probably immune by this point. Yeah, it's as if I'm like an ex-smoker. I've never smoked in my life. Right, Sphere leveled up. The internet was right. Now we get the nice evolution music. Oh, maybe I am right. Is that white steel looking Pokemon? Who's that Pokemon? No, it's not. Celio. Celio? Celio? It's trying to learn Swagger. See, now this, what is the point of this? Well, let's have a look. Swagger. A move that makes the foe consumed can also sharply raise its attack. Well, why would I want that? I suppose on the off chance that Confused actually does do what it seemingly does to me. Having an increased attack is maybe a good thing, so it'll do more damage to itself. But that, as I said, that never seems to happen, so why bother? Right, we'll go to the Pokemon Center, get our health back, and try this boss fight again. We've got 2 stronger Pokemon now. You know, one is a 3rd evolution, a second one. Is it a 3rd evolution or is it a 2nd? It's the 3rd version of it. But if I could skip through all this as well. Yeah. Hello, Zeph. Riddler wearing black and a big goat Pokemon. Right, let's see if we can beat Evil Ivory. Well, we'll go with Arbok because I know we can try and be immune to poison. Now they're going to use a super potion, yet. Please don't bite yourself. I'm literally begging you. Okay. So far, we are on the road to improvement. No, we'll stick with Arbok. I think Crunch does something, but I can't remember what. And we will never know. Well, I thought maybe Bergmite might have a use, but I was wrong. Right, CeeLo, let's have a look and see what you can do for me. Not much. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, Pokemon's paralyzed, it can't move, and then it avoids an attack. Oh, wiggle that spoon. Oh. Well, that's the end of CeeLo. Got stuck in a terrible loop there of critical hits. Right, Crobat, let's see what you've got to introduce to the world of Pokemon. What a weird sprite there, at a slight angle. What's the highest level Pokemon can get to? 40? 50? No. Let's try this cross poison, shall we? Oh. Badly poisoned, that's good. I don't really want to use it again. Can't get more poisoned. Even with an asleep Pokemon, we're doing damage. That's good. We like that. We like doing damage. We don't want that to happen again. And what happens? That again. Okay. Okay, well, we're still alive. Okay, well, Persian is down. So that's good. We beat them. We defeated Shadow Admin Ivory, but now we have to go on against Zeph. Thanks for the money. I'm a scientist too. Boss Zeph sent out Houndoom and then does some magic where the Houndoom will get a cool bit of armor. Let's just try and get this off. Well. Is that the Mega Evolution symbol there? Hang on, if I go here, I can use... I've got that Dragon Gem. Dragon Gem is selected. Why is it not mine go? I don't mind it constantly increasing its attack, as long as it never attacks me. No! No, no, no! We don't want that. Come on. Oh! The problem is I can use a heal now, but I don't think that'll be enough. Oh, it failed. Oh, we nearly had it. And we gave him money. But I know it's, you know, it's all part of the game. Got to do some leaps of logic here. But we're trying to take out this gang of evil Assassin's Creed men and their boss that stresses the Riddler. And then instead of kidnapping us or whatever they do, we get let go, but we have to give the guys some money. Right, are any of our other Pokemon near to levelling up? No, you can't see the XP from here. I'm going to Google if Bergmite, level 30, or Pumpkaboo is levelling up. Bergmite. Evolution. Bergmite evolves at level 37. Oh, okay, we're quite far away from that. That becomes Avalugg, which is an interesting looking Pokemon. I guess spoilers for me there, but oh well. Pumpkaboo evolution level is... There is no specific trigger, as it triggers upon reaching recipient's game. It evolves into Gourgeist when traded. Well, I can't trade. In some fan-made ROM hacks, though, it does level up around 28 to 30. This is a fan-made ROM hack. So maybe I should try Pumpkaboo Pokemon Unbound. What do I need to do to evolve my Pokemon, my Pumpkaboo in Pokemon Unbound? Linkstone. I don't know what that is. So, I guess I don't have one. Pumpkaboo size. I catch a pumpkaboo in the forest, and when I catch it, I remember pumpkaboo has 4 size. I want to know the pumpkaboo size. What on earth does that mean? I know it's late, but for anyone looking for the answer, all you need is 2 pumpkaboo. Their sprite and the PC are different in size, so you can switch between their size. Well, I don't have 2 pumpkaboos, so we're not really near any evolutions, I doubt, unless does Arbok have Arbok evolution? Pokemon Unbound. Oh, no, that's it. So all we can do is get stronger Pokemon. That's what we need to do. But we nearly had it. The thing is, great, we got a berry. I don't know whether the other Pokemon I've got will be better in the fights. But even if they are, they're all so very weak now. So I've left them in there so long. Is that what people do when they play Pokemon? Like constantly, you know, swap in and out? So I feel like now, unless I catch higher level Pokemon, this is it. This is my team of 6 for the significantly time for the foreseeable future. So I don't know if it's better to just try and persevere through that fight again. Stay safe out there, will do. I'll give that boss fight another crack and hope that maybe things will be a bit better off. Yeah, we're gonna get kidnapped. Go talk to Zeth in this volcano here. What we really need is more Pokemon to survive this first battle with Ivory. Then that makes me wonder, is it better to use my strong Pokemon first? Problem is her attacks, its attacks, are super effective against me, so I don't... Or maybe I should just be using you know, potions and whatnot more often. Maybe that's the key. The thing is, often I use a potion and then that is my go, so... And that's probably going to take out more than the 37 HP I got back. Well, pretty much so. Right, it's time to let's make some notes. Let's make some notes here. In that Arbok less than Kadabra in this. I'll put Zeph at the top here, even though this is Ivory and Zeph, but I'm not writing all that down. So I don't know who. I'll just go with Crobat for now. Does have a. See if I can get poison off. Oh, that was good. So then I'll put Kadabra. Kadabra equals not Zubat anymore, is it? Crobat. Because we were both super effective against one another there. See what I might do. I'll use a super potion on Crobat here. So I can't do anything. Oh, I've got a thing that awakens sleeping Pokemon. I might as well use that. That was for nothing then. Maybe Celio is the one for... I need a Pokemon that's resistant to sleep. And now there's this Power Gem attack that will most likely... Yeah. No, we'll probably do that Power Gem again. Yeah. Maybe Bergmite. Maybe Bergmite's the one. Maybe Persian is weak to cold. No. And he'll probably get killed immediately by that. Yeah. Brilliant. Going worse than last time. It is the same person as before. Those two guys. Remember the big cat? I can't tell if that's meant to be sarcastic or not, as I just lost. I did not get any better. I got a slightly stronger Pokemon, but it's not helping me win anything really. My phone is buzzing away. No, I'm not going to lower my difficulty. Right, we'll head back out here. No, the road, the this belt, that seemed to be better, more efficient. We'll get on the bike, whiz up and down. I thought Pokemon is supposed to be a kids' game for children. Why is it so hard? No, I haven't found any new Pokemon because we haven't left this area. Although, wait, no, there was the electric one from here. We saw that. There is a Pokemon that I have not caught yet along this road. Maybe this is it. Maybe you just suck. Oh, this is it. This is the one. I don't think I've got any Pokeballs. Should probably go to the shop. I've got a Great Ball. Why not? Just use that. At least the chances of it escaping are pretty low if I use a Great Ball. There we go. Caught Pokemon. Close enough to Pikachu. What is yellow? It's a Guts Pokemon. What on earth does that mean? It toughens up by slamming into thick trees over and over. It gains a sturdy body and dauntless spirit. No. Great. It was put in box 3. Why? There's loads of room in box 1. I don't think I've got one of these either. I can't remember. So we'll kill it. And next time we go back to the Poké Centre, we will you know, check. Now we do have a Geodude. That's what the internet says about Guts Pokemon. What, that they're just fat. That's it. That's their trait. Obesity. What, that it's close enough to Pikachu? do wish there was perhaps some variety in the boosted power. The Pokemon hits 1.5 times harder when status afflicted. Huh, or maybe it'll be quite good against Zeph and co. So maybe we'll head back and swap out that guy, wherever he was, and put him in the team. Well, Zeph and Ivory don't do burn, they do paralyze and poison. Oh, one of my previous students messaged me. What do they want? Probably a reference, and that's usually when people email me. Not email me, text me that I used to work with, that are a student anyway. Who knows? Or maybe they're wondering if I've somehow progressed so far in my academic career that I've got a lab to join, which is, far from it, in fact. I like that bit, but then I could just do with like silence. This bit of the music, not such a fan of. A critical hit. Well, if you've got the power of the internet there, Isadora, can you look up what Pokemon are good at fighting Zeph? That's Z-E-P-H in Pokemon Unbound. That might be good to know. And then maybe I have some, and we can level those up instead of leveling up these 6 that I constantly use. Not to bring it back to Final Fantasy 12 again, but there are bits of Final Fantasy 12 where it's like, oh, don't save here, you might not be able to leave. But then I'm so... I'm not one of those, like... I'm trying to think, like Destiny or something, you know, where you're supposed to be constantly changing your kit and whatnot to match the thing you're doing, you know, to get the min-maxing, is that what they call it? I'm not such a fan of that. And so I end up just struggling through, which is probably why I'm now stuck in this bit in Final Fantasy 12 as well. It just reminds me of this, is that I presume there is an optimal Pokemon team that I can min-max various statistics for and whatnot, and yet I just stick with the same 6 Pokemon every time. To defeat Zeph in Pokemon Unbound, use fast, hard-hitting ground, electric and psychic types. Well, he's not got a Mega Gengar. Maybe I presume that means we fight him later, and he does have a Mega Gengar. At the moment he's got a big goat, which I've forgotten the name of. It's not this way. It's this way. I don't have any of those. Or that. That's good to know, but I think that's going to be helpful later on, because at the moment he doesn't have a Mega Gengar. He's got a goat-like Pokemon, like a big goat. Let's put him in box number 1 with all the others. And no, I don't have a Woobat looking at this. Well, what's the name of the thing? I don't know. Goat Pokemon. Look, how about we'll go and give it another try. And who's the most useless? You. Sorry, Bergmite. I know. Look, you're probably going to level up soon, but I can always get you back out later. Put you in here. Put you in here. Thing is, you are so weak. Get Cutifly and evolve it to Ria. Well, I don't have that either. Your big problem is fighting a team of mostly evolved stuff with not fully grown Pokemon. I mean, yes, that is true. And now, we're definitely going to lose because we are introducing a level 17 Pokemon into this level 30 battle. But yeah, this goat guy here. We might not even get to the goat. Because we've got weaker Pokemon now. I'm making it harder because I'm clearly bad at Pokemon games. I've got this lab coat on. Like the guy says in the chat there. I'm a scientist. I'm a thinker, not a fighter. Thing is that's also super effective, which I forgot until I'm going to die now. Yeah. We'll save you for towards the end, so you at the very least might get some XP. Now he throws a potion. Yeah. Right, at the very least, Arbok is first. We should use Arbok first from the Pokemon that I currently have. Oh, Persian. We've changed up the order. Yes. Right, we'll use Crobat and try and poison the cat. We didn't get poison off that time. This is the worst part of this. It's this power gem attack. It's super effective against everything. At least in Final Fantasy, when you're asleep and you get hit, you wake up. Yeah, well, that's it. Crobat's dead now. We're not even going to get to the goat. The internet says to start with Crobat. What, on the first Pokemon? Or on the cat? Come on, cats hate water. Then Gabite against the stronger one. So I should be using Gabite against this cat. Arbok leveled up, that's nice. And this guy leveled up as well. And again. And it's trying to learn knock off, but I'm, of course, can't learn more than 4 moves, because that'd be silly. Have to only have 4 moves. Attack that hits first and causes flinching. Unusable only on first turn. Oh, it's only usable on first turn. What does this do? Knocks down the foe's held item to prevent it used during battle. But how do I know if it's holding something? No, sorry, I was trying to... Yeah, we don't need... I don't need all that nonsense again. What? I'm trying to pick it. Ugh. Right, we'll save Gabite. Okay, well you are weak to all of them. And you're going to die now immediately because you're so weak. Yeah. Right. Well, we know from before that Arbok is super weak against Kadabra, so we'll have to go with Gabite. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. I'll add that to my notes. So according to this, so Gabite greater than Kadabra. Right, this is the goat one. We've made it to the goat one, but all of our Pokemon are dead pretty much. As usual, Gabite survives. Oh, we're trying to learn Bulldoze. Well, let's have a look. Bulldoze. The user hits all Pokemon in battle by stomping. Lowers the speed of those hit. Well, that seems quite good, actually. I'm going to swap it out for Metal Claws, I think. I don't use Metal Claws that often. Thanks for the 4,000 poker dollars. Houndoom. There you go. Houndoom is the name of the goat thing. And the fact it's called Houndoom suggests that it's more of a dog than a goat. But it certainly looks like a big goat. Well, actually, well, now I look at it, actually it's more of a dog. And now it'll get magic armor. Yeah. And then it's his go, and it'll kill me. Yeah. Oh no, he's just gonna buff itself. Well, and that's the end of the snake. Start with Celio. Celio's dead. Oh, that was good. We might actually... There's a chance. Just don't... Oh my god, no! Come on! Okay, fine. We were overwhelmed in defeat. So overwhelmed that we gave the evil villain, the boss of the evil company, some money and then ran away. So according to your insight, we should go with the bat first, then Gabite, but I've got a feeling that Gabite's not going to make it through that entire battle. Well, have fun on your... We're not going to lower the battle difficulty. Get over it, Nurse Joy. Fine, well, let's go straight into that then, shall we? We'll reorder the Pokemon right now. Don't need that. I need this. Well, I just need Crobat first, so I can pick the rest when we get to the battle. Let's see if this makes a difference. If the internet says it, it must be true. It'd be really good if there was a save point after the fight with Ivory, but here we go. Then I'm going to get to hear this quite enjoyable music, to be fair. Okay, to be fair, things are going a bit better, but Confuse sucks. Oh! Well, that's never happened before. I want to put poison on. Right, and then while you're asleep, I'll swap you for you then. Good to know then that maybe the internet was right in that Gabite is greater than Persian as well. Because importantly, it's the power gem is not that effective. I don't think I've still got a wake up thing. One leveled up. Yes. How can you be confused and asleep? Just wake up. Yeah, they're always confused. Now, hopefully, I will be able to use a potion before he kills me. Unfortunately, the only notes I've got on Kadabra involve the two Pokemon that are dead. Yeah, well. I think we're going to get to the dog goat. Psybeam will kill me straight away. Yeah. Just like my go to be first. Hooray! Right. Maybe I'll be able to use a revive. I think I've got some. Hopefully there'll be enough time. No, I do not. Oh, do you know what? I will use... Why can't I use it? No, no, I didn't mean that. I'm going to die anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be the end of me, yeah. We always get reasonably close. But never close enough. The thing is, once Gabite is lost, it's lost. We might as well not even bother. Hello, Emily. Oi. Tudo bem. I haven't done my Duolingo today, actually. Let's do that. Thing is, it's not fun watching me grind, is it? Listening to the same bits of music over and over again as we just run around. Bits of shrubbery fighting these random bugs. I don't know what that means. Something about my hello. I don't know what cadê means. Eu não falo português muito bem. Eu estou péssimo, actually, one might say. Oh, it's your favourite. It's the bird with the hat. We had a conversation already. I don't know what Aulas means either. Was it? Wait, is that what class? Is that class? Portuguese class? Yeah. Okay. I do actually know Portuguese. Well, there aren't any Portuguese. My Portuguese class is having a fiance who's Brazilian. And the Duolingo Owl. The Duolingo Owl is my daily Portuguese class. Like I said earlier when talking about Python, abysmal at learning languages, always have been, and likely always will be. I've got approximately 20 minutes left. And there will be no stream next week because my mother is here and she'll be staying in this spare room of mine, so yeah, I'm not sure she'll appreciate me coming in here for around about 2 hours on a Sunday night, especially when she leaves on the Monday. So maybe I'll stream on the Monday as a nice surprise. Maybe we'll have one of those science streams instead of some Pokemon. Oh, I wonder. There's a little thing up here to change the speed of the game. Oh, that sounds awful, is the problem. Where I was like, oh, I can speed up this whilst grinding. But Lord above, does that sound terrible. Maybe 2x. It's not that much more pleasant, is it? That way we can get more XP in shorter time. It makes the quite annoying music even more annoying. Which I guess means I should talk more, talk over it. But there we go. This is one of the benefits of playing a ROM hack, I suppose. You can increase the speed to this. It's a bit like, saying it again, Final Fantasy XII. The Zodiac Age port on PS4 has got a speed increase thing. Although it doesn't increase the speed of the music like this is doing. It just increases the speed of everything else. So your attacks and the speed you move and ability recharge times and all that. Basically the game plays at a faster speed. Oh. Vital throw. Makes the user attack after the foe. In return, it will not miss. Well, that's good, isn't it? Oh, I see. So I'll basically do nothing and then get another attack. I'll swap it out for this. Maybe it'll be good. It is always fun. It is always. Because that's the only game I've played recently. Other than this. It's either talk about Final Fantasy XII or talk about Pokemon Unbound. Or I can talk about the maths book I'm reading, the history of maths. But I'm sure that's just as riveting. I don't think I can listen to this. Oh! Maybe 1.5 is the acceptable. Seeing as there's no stream next week, maybe I will play this. I won't do anything, you know, I won't go and beat Zeph or whatever, but I will level up all my terrible Pokemon. That I can do whilst my mother is here. I can pretend that I'm doing work. As long as she doesn't look at the screen, she'll never know, eh? I do have a lot of work to do. And this Python coding course, actually. I have optimized grinding. Invite my mother to play. She plays fewer video games than you. When we were children, she would only play this one game, Bust a Move 4, for the PlayStation 1. She would only play that and nothing else. It's one of those, it's a bit like It's one of those like match 3 kind of games, but where you have to shoot the balls up. Well, I don't think they have Buster Move on the PS5. Maybe they do. Maybe it's a PlayStation Classic. I'll have a look. I'm nice enough to at the very least look. And now I've got a Teams message from one of the students that are currently in the lab. We're doing some quantitative PCR to look at changes in gene expression post-infection in different cell types. So I'm going to presume she's asking about that. Deep insight into lab life. What we'll do this time is what time is it? We've got 10 minutes. We'll do this for another 5 minutes, then go to the shop, buy a bunch of potions and whatnot, and then try the boss again. Because we can so nearly get there. So I think it's just a case of keeping my Pokemon alive longer. And then maybe we can end the stream on a high, like last week. You know, last week we spent the majority of the time grinding and then were able to beat Vega right at the end. Maybe we can repeat that success. And then we can finally learn how to use the cut TM, maybe. Because there was discussion in the chat last week as to whether, whilst Vega gave us the cut TM, we were unable to use it until after beating Zeph. So, need to find out if that's true, and the only way to find out if that's true is by beating Zeph. I think that's the last wing attack we got. Use Bite now instead. Celio leveled up, that's good. At the very least, if they're higher level, they have more health. Think you can hurt me? I'm level 36 now. Oh, air cutter. But of course, can't learn more than 4 moves. Bow is hit with razor-like wind. It has a high critical hit ratio. Well, that's quite good, isn't it? I think I'll swap it for that. It's not very effective, and yet it still was able to take out 90% of the opponent's health. Alright, another 2 minutes of this, and then we'll go to the shop. Oh. I should probably also find out, I didn't mean this, I should probably also find out what the, because I presume the Pokemon in the party, I presume they don't get the same amount of experience points as I get. I say I, the main Pokemon. But maybe I'm wrong. It's like, you know, are they getting a proportion of that 67 shared between them? I've also just remembered I need to make a gonorrhea PowerPoint. Because I'm doing some teaching tomorrow, research ethics, and then after that I need to give a presentation on the immune response to gonorrhea. So, fun day, fun exciting day tomorrow. So I will make dinner after this. And nothing goes well with dinner than reading papers about gonorrhea. That's nice. Maybe I can find out why they call it the clap. The clap is gonorrhea, I think. I think I need to mark this stream as not for children now, talking about STIs. Alright, this will be the last one, because it's 8:54 now. Yep. Oh. Okay, well this is the last one. That haircut was quite good. Oh, I've got to go through here. Did not think of that. Should have been grinding at this spot. Oh, stuck on the sign. Right, here we go. To the Pokemon Center first. Heal up. They should put the shop in here, really. That would make life a bit easier. But Pokemon games are not all about user easiness, are they? Now, where's the shop? Down there. Now let's turn this back to 1 point times speed. Yeah. Right. I'll buy a bunch of these as well. Have you got anything that heals sleep? Yeah. Buy some more potions, because why not? Right. Here we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Fingers crossed that we can end the stream on a high and beat Zeph and Ivory. I've got my list here. Skip through this. It'd be good if you could hold it down and it just whizzed through it, but you've got to keep tapping. Shadow Admin Ivory. I should have checked if there was a thing that healed confusion in this shop. How did it hurt itself? It's 99% mouth. Please stop being confused. Or at least, yeah, do something. Change you to Gabite because you are resistant to Power Gem. This is important. See, when it comes to these diamonds, though, I don't know if I'm, select. Am I supposed to do that? What was it called? Awakening or something. Oh, come on. Right, leveled up as well. That's good to know. And everyone got some experience. Can't learn more than 4 moves. Well, acid spray sounds like it might be useful. The user spits fluid that melts a foe. Harshly lowers the foe's speed and defense. Swap it for that. Yes. Why is it never my go? There's no point using an awakening because as soon as I do it, he just does it again. So I might as well use a potion on Crobat here. Please just wake up. Let's try you, shall we? Oh, hello. Oh my god! Oh, well. Super effective, I guess, but here we go. Oh. Let's try a different one, shall we? Okay. It's a good amount of XP. Now, who was good against Kadabra? Crobat, but I think Crobat is dead. I'll select yes. Oh no, Crobat is not dead. Try and use poison first. Yeah, that's what I remembered. I thought that was the case, but oh well. Okay. Is that it? We did. Okay, we're actually going in to the next one fairly well off. Oh, and we've got an evolution. So this is the episode of evolutions, I would say. Another Pokemon for the Pokedex. Oh, that's a cool looking guy. I like that. Congratulations. Your Makuicha has evolved into a Hariyama. Well, maybe Hariyama is really good against this goat thing. I'm a scientist too. Please stop fighting. Can I have a mega anklet? Ooh, likes that. That's right, keep using Howl, that's fine. Now, if I remember, he'll come in with a heal. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Zero is out. We've got 2 Pokemon to get the smallest bit of health gone. Oh, Hariyama leveled up whilst being unconscious. So, do they get XP when they're dead? Problem is, I got a feeling that now all mine are just going to get wiped out immediately. Yeah, I see, this is it. It's dotted. Come on, Arbok. We lost more money that time. Well, it's another one of those streams where we failed to achieve anything. We leveled up our Pokemon a bit. We got some evolutions. That's good. But we have failed to achieve our goal of beating Zeph, which means that you will have to come back in a couple of weeks. As I say, there's no stream next week because my mother will be in this room, my spare room / office / studio, if you call it that. I mean, it's got the sound pad things on this wall, so does that make it studio-like? Who knows? But thank you all for joining me this Sunday evening or Sunday morning, wherever it might be for you. This is Sunday. Thank you for joining me this Sunday for another, I wouldn't say riveting stream, just for another stream of Pokemon Unbound. Episode 7. But we will get there in the end. We will complete this game and we will eventually play something else on Sundays. But not today. That day is not today. What did we do? We leveled up some Pokemon. We chatted about what the internet says about how to proceed. Thank you for making it this far. You can subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, whatnot. The Fallout video, the last video I put up, still available to watch. Like all YouTube videos, I guess it's not going anywhere. It's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well for the YouTube videos I make anyway. So if you haven't watched it yet and you've made it this far into the stream, I'd highly recommend going to watch it. Go watch the Zubat video whilst you're there. The whole reason we're playing this damn game is for that Zubat video. You can listen to the Innately Science podcast on Spotify to hear more about Zubats in the Zubat episode of that, where I talked to Dr. Matan Shalomi. You can look for that and look for other scientific career discussions on the Innately Science podcast. Season 4, batch 4 is in the works. So you can look forward to that if that's your cup of tea. The next video itself, I've got some rough ideas that I am planning out, so you can look forward to that. We've played this game for 14 hours and we've achieved next to nothing. Brilliant. You can check out the what was I saying? Oh yeah, the next video is it's Sam Raimi related, because I went to see his latest directorial effort in Send Help last night. So Sam Raimi was on the mind and that gave me an idea for the next video. So working away on that, starting to do the research and put together a rough script outline as I do. And then you can also go look at the Instagram account of this dear YouTube channel of mine, Science After Hours on Instagram. Just for things, I guess, sciencey things, life updatey things, channel things, just things. Probably some brain rot in there for using social media. But alas, that's what we're all addicted to it these days. But thank you all for joining me this Sunday. Let's hope my mouse has still got battery in it. Oh, yep, it does. Great. And now I bid you farewell. And until next time, keep sciencing.